Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
So we're now approaching another weekend of April's gonna we got a nice little stacked weekend for weekends for WrestleMania. I mean for wrestling. We got Dynasty coming up, and WrestleMania is 2 weeks away. As wrestling fans, this should be the high point of our fandom. This is it's our climax. Make sure you put your rubbers on, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure we have protection on.
I was gonna say, every wrestling fan should be happy right now.
We should be, but as always, there's always looming concerns that's happening. People are not fans of build-ups. People don't not quite getting who should be in matches and why are they in matches, and this is what it's called. Wrestling fans. This is just what it is. This is what everybody is. It's not you can't please everybody, but for what we have. This weekend, we have AEW's Dynasty. Before today, we only saw 5 matches, and now what are we up to?
9.
There we go. And then by Sunday, we'll be up to 27. So there you go, AEW. Yeah. That's how we book. What's your thoughts about possibilities on Dynasty?
I think overall, from me, I'm think it's going to be a good show, matches wise. I will say for the trios match, I think there's an outcome that I think everybody is waiting for or expecting to happen that needs to happen, but we'll get into it. As far as because now they're doing the tournament for the world title stuff, we'll get into that. But I think overall this show should be. This should be the starting point for a lot of the stuff that's going to come up in the summer for AEW.
I'm like I said, with AEW, I'm just here for the matches, bro. Like that's what I'm here for. I'm good, which is not a bad thing. I think that myself and a lot of other wrestling fans have come to grips with this is not your grandfather's wrestling. This is just something different, and if I'm going to go for anything else other than that, I'll make sure not to aim my targets at AEW. I'll just go there, watch the athleticism, watch the matches, and just have a grand old time. Don't really need to be invested in one way as they one. You're still watching the product. Is there still a connection with you and AEW as it was probably a few years prior?
I mean, it's definitely fell off, I will say, the last 2 years, I will say. But, I mean, I still enjoy a lot of their stuff. I enjoy the talent. That's pretty much the important thing is that everybody should be happy for the talent that gets to be showcased on this show, regardless of the booking or any other type of stuff. I mean, a lot of your favorite wrestlers still have a job and they're still on national television, which is the best thing. Because, I mean... Because right now with WWE too, they're definitely in story mode building where they only have 2 weeks left, and they're still like we joked about how by Sunday there's gonna be more matches announced on this one show, where we're still waiting for half the card for night 1 and night 2.
Right.
So I mean, right now with Dynasty, it's easy. Sometimes it can be an easy show to watch, for just 2 hours where. You know what you're expecting at this point, and you know what's going to be on the show as far as built wise.
You said it's been a waiting game for us as wrestling fans, sitting there waiting for what is going to be on the menu for our fucking wrestling meals. And it's almost as though like we're waiting for the chef last minute to put together a main course. And it's just I don't know. I don't know if this is the new model for wrestling. I remember years ago we would just have already the card will be already set a month out, and we'll just be dealing with anticipation. But I think they're just still trying to tie up loose ends with a lot of angles and storylines and such. And the one thing I can say, both these companies they pretty much are on the same page when it comes to that. So for AEW Dynasty's prediction mode, what we got first matchup?
We'll start at the bottom and go all the way to the main event, which women's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match. Mercedes Moné battles Julia Hart in the first round.
You was pretty excited about the tournament, what it looks like so far.
I wouldn't use the word excited. I will say it was more of complex feelings about like one bracket over the other, where like the prize is a world title shot, right? And pretty much if you go look at the tournaments, the women's tournament is what it is. Harley Cameron's in there. Just like if we're gonna do records, which AEW tends to do and tends not to do to fit their storylines, but Harley Cameron's popular, so she's in the tournament. But like the other people that are in there, like Thunder Rosa, Diana, no, not Diana, she's losing. Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter, Mercedes is in there. Athena is back on AEW television. Some big players are in there, but when we talk about the men's bracket, it's like Kevin Knight just debuted and he is in a tournament already to get a shot at the world title. It's like, what about the other 100 other fucking guys on this roster that have been here grinding? Like, why does he get a spot? And again, we have the wild card thing. It's like, oh great, like what are we gonna get? Like Baron Corbin or Cedric Alexander making their AEW debuts?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that they gave Kevin Knight that spot. I guess that's business, right? I mean,
it's a tournament to crown the number one contender for the world title. Like, can we at least get some competitive matches?
No, what they wanted was to have that opening match, that firecracker match that would get people on their feet and get them excited, and have something to talk about for that night. Doesn't matter who the hell wins, but
I guess, but it's just a turnaround from he just signed 2 weeks ago, and you were on social media going, who? Like
exactly.
Now he's in the world title tournament,
right? But
and he lost. He lost his first match.
Everybody came in with the "Who the hell is this?" and then everybody at the end finished off with a standing ovation. I guess.
But Mercedes and Julia, I'm assuming Julia's a babyface now.
I guess has she broke up? Is she still with
well, Buddy's hurt because he twisted his ankle in Australia. So I think technically they're supposed to be baby faces. They're the Hounds of Hell now.
Right.
But I mean, this should be a good match. This is going to be another one of those new faces Mercedes gets to be in the ring with. But I think this is an easy win for Mercedes. Mercedes will move on to the second round.
Yeah, I say the same thing. Mercedes got the W here.
Right. And then the next one is the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match. Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. I mean, Ospreay, if he loses, is bullshit.
Well, this is just once again. This is the like I said, the showcase match, the high flyer, high spot match that I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this would have been the one that opens the show. So that's of course I got Ospreay winning here.
I mean, the Beast Mortos can't be like we can use him. How about Hologram? He's 22-0. He can't be in the tournament.
Yeah, that yeah. There was other options there, but
sure. For the tag team, for the AEW World Tag Team titles, it's the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, versus the Learning Trees, Big Bill and Brian Keith.
This is where MJF helps Hurt Syndicate win, so that he can show that he's reliable and trustworthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I think the idea of MJF with the Hurt Syndicate, it's like you know what's going to happen. He's going to be an asshole at the end. He's going to try and split all three of them apart. It's like, I mean, it's like also the idea of if we get a potential Bobby Lashley MJF match. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the stuff he did with Hangman. I think they could have continued it a little longer, but I think it's just I'm not really buying into this new storyline for MJF right now. Like, it's starting off, but it's not one of the ones I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I think we're in the muck when it comes to him. Like, we're not putting him on the main event caliber stuff. There's a lot, maybe not, but there's stuff going on up there that he's just not involved in. It's one of those moments in wrestling time, which happens to many people in the business, that they just get stuck in that limbo. That let's just have something for him to do until we figure out the next step, kind of thing. So,
Right.
I'm not buying into the whole he's going to be a full member of the Hurt Syndicate. I'm just maybe this is going to be building up to a Bobby Lashley MJF match. I just don't give a shit. Really, I don't. I really don't care. I got Hurt Syndicate winning here. I really don't care.
And like when you think about it, like MJF has proven he could be a great in-ring wrestler, but it's also like, does it really like appeal to you like a Lashley MJF match?
No,
like,
no.
Also, like Lashley's great on as well. I mean, the poor bastard struggled on Dynamite last night. When he said like MJF said, I meant to say MVP. It's like, so do you want to put the two people with the same, or like closest three initials in the same fucking thing?
Yeah, it just. It's the MVP MJF connection. Nobody cares. It sounds, it's not gonna. It's no.
And when we're thinking about new Hurt Syndicate members, I mean, we're just waiting for Cedric Alexander to pop up.
Right. That's all anyone's really like giving a shit about. But as for
this,
it
just shows you how like now we're about to be like, does the learning tree even have a snowball's chance? Hell no. This is a thing that should have been over like months ago.
Or
weird team.
Or it's just like a silly story to where MJF has them lose the belts accidentally by doing something mistakenly, but I don't see that happening. I have Hurt Syndicate winning here.
Same.
Next up,
AEW TNT Championship. This match has no time limit and no outside interference is permitted as Daniel Garcia defends against Adam Cole.
The fuck is the no time limit clause for what?
Because they faced each other before and they went to 2 time limit draws.
Oh, okay. So why don't you just extend it? I mean, fuck you. It's a pay-per-view show, please.
I think I may be wrong here, but they may do the 30-minute one and then they may do the 60 and they just kept the time limit draws.
Oh God, please.
Or maybe no. The second one was when like Daddy Magic and like Undisputed Kingdom got involved and the referee had to stop the match. But I'm thinking Adam Cole's going to be your new TNT champion. Garcia had a little run for himself, but I think it's Cole's time.
They should battle in the commentary wars after the fucking disaster that they both did in AEW Collision the past week, trying to put over fucking Undisputed Kingdom and FTR. Jesus fucking Christ. You talk about a fucking match that took a bath and
I mean, you talk about the commentary. The match alone was the shits.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And just their commentary trying to fight to put their fucking their team over was dreadful. I was like, God.
Also, can we get Adam Cole back to being a heel again? I think this is where he also like the Undisputed Kingdom that are supposed to be heels. Let them all turn heel.
Does it even matter these days anymore? What's going on here?
I don't know, but I guess if you want to get this kid Garcia over, have him go against the Kingdom. I don't know.
All right. I got Adam Cole winning the title here as well. He needs to come up. This is where he gets it. So,
I mean, he's held it since November, right? So it's been a lengthy reign.
Yeah,
for Mr. Garcia.
Next up.
Okay, here we go. Title versus Mask for the Ring of Honor World Title as Chris Jericho defends against Bandido.
As long as they don't have that little kid ringside, I don't care. No, it's just, I hate disrespectful kids. That's one thing. It's not cute to me. That should annoy the fuck out of me.
That kid could be a little person for all we know.
Even still, it's just annoying. It's just, all right. We get it. You know how to flip your middle finger off. Who cares? This
Bandito should win.
Bandito should win here. I don't see him losing the mask. I honestly believe that Jericho might pull this match out. Like he actually might look good in this match. It might work in his favor. But at the same time, he will lose. He'll lose a title here. Bandito's not losing the mask. Next
Simple. AEW Trios World Title, AEW World Trios Championships. Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac defend against Rated, FTR, Cope, Wheeler, and Harwood.
We're on the downside. Yo, you know how many people I've heard, come to me and they said, "What the fuck happened to FTR? What happened to them?" Like,
and I've been hearing, what the fuck's going on with Cope? What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's like they're on probably the biggest downslope I've ever seen with wrestlers in some time. It's just it's almost they're out of step. You know how they're trying to cover for Jimmy's, for Jay's miscue when he did his suicide dive over and he almost fucking broke his neck.
Right.
Everybody else, and they did it as a angle to say he's fumbling because of his nervousness against Gunther. I don't see any way that they can make the same excuse for FTR. They're just not the same team we knew even a year ago. They're not even there.
They're definitely phoning it in.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why.
I know that there's talks of them possibly talking retirement or maybe breaking them up. There's some that say that Cash has now been showing that he's more of the face of that team than prior. But yeah, I don't know. This is not the FTR. This is not your another reference. This is not your mama's FTR. But and another thing that bothers me is this whole Death Rider shit. I'm tuned out. I'm just done with it.
Let's go away. Let's go away heat for me.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of filler bullshit just to stroke Moxley's ego, and it pissed me off. I just had a conversation. Shout out to the Keith, had a conversation with him on this week's episode of Under the Ring Apron. He both says like, what the fuck is Pac doing still with this group? Like it just it doesn't fit him. He should be doing shit on his own. Like what is he with them for?
That's also too. It's like there's no clear motivation for them. Where like I joked about it with you a month ago when they interviewed them. Claudio's like, we don't want to hurt the company, and Pac's like sitting behind them, and she goes to get a word from him. He goes, we want to destroy the company. It's like, wait a minute, like you two have different goals in this group.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see it.
And they're holding these trios belts hostage. That's the problem.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna say, I guess Death Riders win this again. Until Mox is ready to let go of his grip on what the fuck is going on here, of whatever balls he's holding on to when it comes to Tony Khan. Is it the left, the right, or both? I guess Death Riders get the win here. I think it's more of now they gotta keep winning because it's annoying the fuck out of people.
I think too is that they want to make Wheeler Yuta a big star out of it because they want the big thing is like they want him to like wake up and be like stop being a fucking young boy to these guys. Stand up for yourself. Like stop being a little prick. But it's like he's a little prick for life. Like there's no fucking saving him.
Oh please! Somebody drew a comparison to him and Dominic. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh, we're not doing that. Let's please. Let's not even entertain that.
Dominic gets heat for his character. Wheeler just gets heat because he's annoying and he ruins main events. When his face pops up. And then the other thing too is like I don't know how you feel about this leading to FTR turning on Cope, and then Christian comes for the save, and then we get Edge and Christian like a mini reunion.
Yeah,
Like have them against FTR. Just that'd be like the big thing for All In Texas.
yeah. What are we doing? They're going to be their version of New Day. They're going to be the new FTR and fucking no. What would be the reason why that they'll turn? Why? Because Cope hasn't been winning. Like that's the fucking reason.
I don't know. Again, like reasoning has not been the best thing about AEW storytelling. Where it's like, why did you turn? Because. But it's also too. It's like, why would Christian then come to save Cope?
Right.
Because then at the patriarchy, then it's just going to be fucking Nick Wayne and his mother and Kip Sabian.
Right. You know what? Like I said, I'm going Death Riders here. I so don't give a fuck about this.
I wish they would just drop him to fucking somebody. Like
right.
Give him to Joe, Shibata, and Hook. The Ops.
The Ops, yeah.
The Ops.
Fucking shit.
Three-way for the AEW International Championship as Kenny Omega defends against the newly married Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey.
This is supposed to be the fun match. This is where we're going to be sitting there and having a plethora of spots and such.
This will definitely be match of the night.
Has the heat fizzled on Ricochet yet?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I will say that this seems like a heatless three-way where it's like I don't think I recall them. All three of them interacting with each other. Where it's like I know Speedball had that thing where it's like Kenny, you're my hero. Like I look up to you.
I didn't even know he was Canadian. I thought he was from the UK or something.
Well, that was the reason why we haven't seen it for a long time. It was like a decade where Bailey was banned from the US because he fucked around with his visa.
Yeah, I thought he was like from the UK or something. I didn't know he was Canadian. So I guess we're gonna see, like I said, the spots here. I would have probably preferred this to be either just a Kenny or Ricochet match or a Kenny Bailey match, but now it's a triple threat.
Same. If it was singles, I would have preferred like that.
Right.
At least with Kenny and Ricochet, where the promo battle alone would have been interesting, and then again, Speedball and Kenny, they wrestle before we know what we would get. But three of them in the ring together, it'd be interesting. I want to say Ricochet wins, but I think it's too. I doubt Kenny's going to lose this belt soon. Because maybe they're leading to title for title with him Okada and All In. That seems to be the destination.
Well, this is going to be Meltzer's 6-star match. So let's just say that already ahead of the gate. So Kenny wins this, and it's only for the showdown for Okada that we'll see what happens there. So yeah, I got Kenny winning here.
I mean, would you say that they need to do title for title?
No, but I heard that there's stories that they want to merge the titles anyway. So.
One last belt that they have.
Yeah.
Good. Next up, AEW Women's World Title as Timeless Toni Storm defense against Megan Bayne.
The best thing that's going on in AEW right now is Timeless Toni.
And also, they're really pushing this Megan Bayne, huh?
Yeah. Well, this up. She's we've seen her wrestle. She's high level. She's great work.
Still the House of Glory Women's Champion, by the way.
Oh yeah, let's not forget that. Holy shit!
I mean, we haven't seen her in a while, but she still has that belt too.
Tony's been doing fantastic work here. It's not only for herself, but she's been doing even better work to put other female wrestlers around her over as well. She's been doing great on that aspect. This is probably going to be one of the better matches, if not the best match of the night. I'm going with I got Toni Storm winning this one. It's going to be a good one.
I'm going to say I think Toni retains, but I think it's going to be one of those really close finishes where she gets a surprise roll up. Because they've been putting Megan over the past month strongly, where like she's like a dominant force. You can't just have Toni straight beat her like with like 1 or 2 finishers. Like it should be like she ekes the win out on this one.
Does Luther get beat up early and get chucked out before the match starts?
Yes, he does.
Lastly, he went out. Wait, hold on. There you go, and you're back.
Hello, world title. John Moxley defends against Swerve Strickland.
I thought the build-up was going to be better. What we saw Dynamite last night, I was like, okay, that's fine. I just thought it would be a better build-up. I thought it'd be a lot more heat, a lot more going on there. We still got Hangman hanging out in the fucking in the wing, and that's still
he just won't leave Swerve alone.
Yeah, it's just still there. You know, your house deserved to be burned. Like, I know. The fuck does that mean?
And then there's like Hangman's face. It's like he wants to cry. He wants to like scream. It's like okay.
You know, sometimes as performers, as actors and such, you know, you want to go out there with your motivation, and you want to improv, and you want to do what it is that you feel is right at the moment for said period, for that said time. But then you got a director who goes, no, this is going to be better. Trust me. And you go, oh, okay. I think this is what's happening with Swerve right now. Somebody's pulling him saying, you know what? This is what a better way to go.
Like redemption arc for him.
Yeah.
Where like he realizes like him being a dickhead, like is not initially worked, but now it's like you need to forgive.
Yeah, he hasn't had that much of a longer run to do that. I mean, I know he had his moments, but remember, he's also fucking fan beloved, so that there's no real you're an asshole fucking moment for him. So I don't see that. Mox, we're dropping the ball with Mox. I think Mox is gonna be Mox. That's just I always say that nowadays. Mox will be Mox. And as the Keith said, it's been ridiculous that you have one of the, if not the most gorgeous belts in wrestling today,
and you hide it,
and you're hiding it.
Unless there's a new belt coming, but there's no reason why he puts it in a briefcase. Like, there's no explanation.
Never explained it.
No,
that's troubling.
Because I think you and me initially thought like maybe he hands it over to his boss or whoever the hell it's going to be. But
right.
It seems like Moxley's in the one control.
I think that's what they dropped the ball with. I think, why not even drop the ball? I think what happened is that there was a thought and possibly anticipation of maybe Shane gets involved, and that could have been like an Eric Bischoff kind of NWO kind of thing. And it never happened. It never occurred. He was left on red. So this is what we're dealing with.
Wasn't there a report saying that apparently Shane wanted like booking power, like partial ownership, and Tony said, "No, I'm not giving any of that up. Everything's mine."
Right. So that's just that's what happens, and now you're left in the lurch with the story. I don't think anyone really cares about the payoff anymore. I know everybody who are the AEW enthusiasts are just like, give it time. It's a build up that we've been building up for this long. We have yet to see anything of substance. The only thing we saw was fucking Mox impale himself. That was pretty much it.
Right.
So,
and the other thing he really did get heat on himself was for like not based on the booking and any of that, but he hit well with the DDT, which has been the closest heel thing I've seen him do in the last couple months.
right.
Aside from the bagging on Danielson's head.
Listen, there was a big opportunity here to make Moxley their Stone Cold. Didn't happen. He's
doing the opposite of that. It's revolting. I'm not gonna be Austin. I'm gonna be my own damn thing.
Yeah, and how's that working out for you? So, Mox retains here. There's gonna be, of course, there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans going on.
If I see Wheeler fucking Yuta pop his head up, it's like that's the annoying thing. It's like if it's like one time or like like, can you have a creative way for Moxley to retain his title? Like, why does it have to be
Even
the
worse.
same fucking person that comes out? It's like a drinking game. It's like, guess who's gonna be the first one right into the ring? It's gonna be goddamn Wheeler.
Even worse. Hangman is possibly going to come out and help Swerve. Because now you just planted that little seed in there that, like, maybe, Hangman has some kind of empathy for him. It's like, fuck off. Like,
You know what the funny thing? You know what the funny thing is that they're running the angle 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
We're sure about to get the world title, and Hangman is being like I'm gonna make you the champion, and I'm gonna be the one to dethrone you, or I'm gonna make sure your ass doesn't get the belt.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
And let me tell you something. It's not anything different that's going on with WWE as well, because I know a lot of people make the comparisons. People are talking about that Triple H might have hit his creativity wall right now after what's going to happen with Mania. He might hit the wall, or he can't make stars. The only person right now that he's actually made a star. Shout out to that boy Paul. He mentioned, he says that in his opinion that the only person he made a star recently was Liv Morgan, and I kind of believe that. I think we're in the
That's true.
same plateau with AEW. Like, there's no one really out there. You had Swerve there. It's there. You have him there, and you just fizzled him out after you had him lose the belt that quick. So I got Mox winning here, of course. There's gonna be some bullshit shenanigans.
What's the next show after this? I think it's.
Is it the All In Texas show?
I think isn't it Double or Nothing?
No, yes, Double or Nothing. Yeah, May 25th. Yeah,
and then June is All In.
Right.
Okay.
We might see. I might say Mox drops the belt in Double or Nothing, because that's one of their big shows. So I might see he drops the belt there.
But I hear you. I feel like it's going to be until All In. He has this belt too. And the thing is, like, there's plenty of options. That's the thing. It's like, you could put the belt on Ospreay. You could put the belt on Okada recently if you want to. Just say, fuck, he's the best wrestler. Omega. But it's like, now Swerve's going to be a victim of this. But that's like, what Swerve's then going to do? Because Swerve's then not going to be the Owen. Like, what's he going to do for a month?
Yeah. We'll have. I guess we're gonna have to fucking we're gonna have to go through this process for like another month or so, or two, to see once what's gonna be the next stage of fucking of the world of Mox. What's the next level? What's the one up here?
It's just that when we said it out loud, I'm thinking about it. It's like he has the belt in a briefcase for so many months, and there's no payoff. There's nothing. Like, there's no explaining it. It's just like, you wouldn't. I bet you people, if they tune into AEW Dynamite, they would not know this son of a bitch is the world champion.
Right. Yeah, it's true. You just don't know what it is.
You'd be like, where's the world title? It's in a briefcase a woman that can't wrestle holds. I mean, did you see the fucking botch thing on the table?
Listen, it's become part of her fucking persona now. She's got to fuck up at least once. It's become a thing now. It was even said, it's like, why her? Who would have probably fit
Camille?
Better? Camille, yeah, exactly. Camille would have probably fit better there. I understand that she's an MMA fighter, but Camille actually is more polished. It works.
Her gimmick has been the insurance policy.
Right. She did a hell of a job when she was with Nick Aldis at NWA. So, like, but
I mean, just because she has like an accent, which is like from overseas, but it's also like Pac is in this stupid group. Claudio's in this. Like, there's no real. You call them the Death Riders. Why? Because all of them are badasses, and the real Yuda's in the corner. It's like there's no real more explanation you need.
Yeah. Death Riders sound like one of the character fucking drifters that's in Days Gone. I've been playing that. I've been grinding that game for the past fucking 2 weeks, man. Shit, I can't wait till I finish it so I can sit there and fucking move on and have zombie nightmares from here on out. But other than that, I'm gonna wrap it up here on our prediction show for AEW Dynasty. Mike, what's upcoming? What we got on the table so far with History and Headlocks?
We just released an episode talking about women in the world of professional wrestling. Very good episode. We had BMF Goddess join us, who's, if everybody wants to follow her on social media at BMF Goddess. And coming up, we do have interviews planned that are gonna actually happen, people, that are happening. So
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, people. It'll happen.
Stay tuned for that. And then next History and Headlocks episode, we're gonna talk about WrestleMania, just in time for WrestleMania season.
Oh, WrestleMania. Gone are those days. The weekend has just taken over all WrestleMania themes. Good luck, good tidings to him. But yeah, make sure you check us out.
I think you'll be joining us on that episode.
I will be joining that. It'll be my first full engagement appearance on the show. So
we'll let you turn the mic on and actually talk.
Yay! I'll be doing double duties at that day. Make sure you check us out on all the social media outlets, on the Like It group page for Turnbuckle Tabloid, as well as make sure you check us out on all the podcasting outlets for Turnbuckle Tabloid. On the road to 500, 499 episode is up. Should be soon, or if not up now by now. 499. The return of the Mook. Matt the Mook returns. He makes a return to his original stopping grounds of Turnbuckle Tabloid. Don't worry, Mike. You're not being replaced. You're fine.
I listened. I listened. I felt safe after listening to it.
And
I felt my job was secure. His return.
And we have much more coming down the line as well. Make sure you check us out on Instagram as well, on all the socials for not only Turnbuckle Tabloid but also New York Wrestle Media and much more, guys. So as always, don't go anywhere. Stick around. Much to talk about. And check you guys in a sec.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn, type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.